A taunt cuts the studio's clank. Steven Seagal's bitter snarl accusing Jason Statham of contract sabotage. Jason's poised Muay Thai stance steadies, his grit fierce amid crew shouts. Can skill crush betrayal? Crowd cheers surge as Seagal's challenge sparks outrage. Jason's resolve burns, ready to stun the lot. The studio's buzz hit a star's scorn, its vibrant pulse a fragile mask in the film lot's blazing heart. Clanking rigs rattled, revving stunt cars roared, and crew chatter echoed, a tense rhythm under the evening's heat. Crowd shouts swelled, their eyes sharp, judging the scene, but a cruel edge simmered, as if one taunt could ignite chaos. The air's oily tang stung, each roar a vivid pulse of strain, urging you to sense the duel brewing in the lot's fiery glow. Jason Statham stood by a stunt set, his tense stance honing Muay Thai focus, his steely gaze a warm narration pausing to draw you in, revealing a drive to defend stunt honor. His worn jacket shifted, his passion for fair combat, forged mentoring stunt performers, grounded in engine roars, a vow to shield the lot's integrity, pulling you into his resolve to stand for justice, urging you to trust his strength. Malik, a young stunt double, lingered nearby, his wide-eyed stare awed by Jason, his shaky cheer a spark of hope. His fists clenched, inspired yet tense, evoked empathy for his dream, urging you to root for his rise. Steven Seagal, a stunt veteran, strutted past, his bitter snarl a slash through the chatter, his menace a stark contrast to Jason's calm and Malik's awe, fueling the lot's tension with a saboteur's intent. The lot's heat thickened, roars and shouts a restless hum under rising strain. Crew slowed, their chatter faltering, eyes flicking to Seagal's stride. A grip's tool dropped, her breath quick, while a director's clipboard paused, his gaze wary. The crowd's shouts grew, a wave of anticipation, as if awaiting a clash. Seagal slipped a note to a director with a sly wink. What's his plan? A dark hint narrated suspensefully, drawing you into the lot's brewing storm, urging you to brace for Jason's fight. A jeer broke the studio's roar, Steven Seagal's taunt accusing Jason Statham of contract sabotage, jolting the film lot's heart. Malik's cheer faltered, his awe shaken, as Seagal's stuntman shouted mockery. Crew gasped swelling. Jason shifted to a Muay Thai stance, his resolve a firm flame, pausing to ground his stand in taunt echoes, evoking hope, urging you to trust his might. The conflict flared, Seagal's vendetta against Jason's justice, Malik's trust at stake. The echoes lingered, a sensory scar, each gasp a cry to shield Malik, the stakes a desperate stand for honor. Seagal's stuntman shout, a sly jab, amplified the threat, quickening the air with menace. Crew gasped sharp, pushing you to brace for the duel. The lot's rigs clanked, the tension a call to prove truth, drawing you into the clash's heart. Jason stepped forward, his boots firm, his voice resolute. Face me, slicing the jeers, evoking shock at Seagal's malice and hope for redemption. Crew gasps surged, Malik's hope flickering, his eyes on Jason, a spark of courage rising. The redemption theme pulsed in Jason's stand, grounded in the vivid roar of the crowd, urging you to believe in Malik's fight. Seagal's stuntman signaled a hidden mic. Who's listening? A suspenseful thread, pulling you deeper into the lot's fiery ring. A taunt stung Jason Statham's honor, Steven Seagal's cruel contract thief. Jab slashing the film studio lot's tense air. Malik clenched his fists, his gruff plea quaking, stand tall. As Seagal's stuntman sneered, crew jeers swelling. Seagal's tossed script, its fluttering drop a taunt, defied Jason, rig clanks echoing, urging you to feel the lot's rising clash. Jason's Muay Thai stance wavered, a sharp breath voicing doubt over Malik's trust, clanks rattling in the lot's heat. His pause, narrated tensely, slowed for Seagal's rigging of stunt contracts, resonating in the jeer's roar, pulling you into his struggle to uphold honor. His focus, warm yet firm, burned with a vow to restore Malik's faith, urging you to trust his resolve. Malik's gruff plea, don't give in, bonded them over stunt pride, his voice bold, evoking empathy for his shaky courage. His fists, tight with hope, met Jason's gaze, urging you to cheer his stand. The jeers grew, a grip's wrench fell, a director's gaze darted, all judging Jason's resolve, drawing you into their defiance. Seagal's stuntman, smirking, tossed the script, its flutter a setback quickening the air with menace. Malik's sharp gasp pierced the chaos, the crew's jeers a heavy wave. The lot's clanks pulsed, the setback a spark, as Malik's grit held, grounded in the vivid jeers. A director's phone buzzed with a coded text. Who sent it? a dark thread, pulling you deeper into the lot's fiery heart. The studio veiled a corrupt plot. Steven Seagal's stuntman unfolding a hidden contract ledger, hushed laughs a shocking betrayal in the lot's pulsing glow. Crew murmurs surged, papers flipping, as Malik gripped Jason Statham's arm, his fractured whisper quaking, "They'll ruin us," urging you to feel the trap's tightening grip. The grip's eyes darted, the director's gaze burned, the lot's air thick with deceit. Jason's racing heart faltered. His doubt over Malik's future a tense pulse. The papers rustle a sensory jolt. His pause, narrated sharply, slowed for the weight of the corruption ring, evoking shock, pulling you into his fight to save Malik's honor, urging you to trust his resolve. The studio's laughs hissed, a call to unmask Seagal's scheme, grounding his stand in the lot's heat. Stakes soared, Malik's dreams and the studio's trust hung on Jason's stand, time running short as murmurs swelled. The ring, a web of lies, threatened to crush Malik's spirit. The crew's murmurs a judgmental roar, each rustle a cry to restore truth, pushing you to brace for justice. Malik's faint hope flickered, his whisper breaking, straining their bond, evoking empathy, urging you to cheer his fight. Lena, a crew member, cast a wary glance at Seagal, her quiet doubt a spark of alliance, narrated warmly, hinting at her role to aid Malik. Her presence cut through the lot's gloom, her gaze a silent vow to question Seagal's deceit, drawing you into their stand. Jason's pulse steadied, his voice firm. "We'll stop him," he vowed, quickening with hope, evoking redemption. Seagal clutched a forged badge with a sly nod. "What's it hiding?" A dark hint, pulling you deeper into the clash. Jason's honor hung by a thread as Steven Seagal's stuntman planted a fake contract on the film lot, hushed taunts and crew shouts rising in the blazing heat. Malik's hope wavered, his bold shout, "Fight back!" Rallying crew, narrated breathlessly, urging you to feel the lot's swelling tension. The grip's hands shook, the director's eyes narrowed, the air heavy with betrayal. The stakes surged, Malik's future and the studio's integrity teetered, at risk of crumbling under Seagal's ring exploiting young stunt performers for profit. If Jason faltered, Malik's confidence would shatter, the shouts a sensory tide urging ruin, each taunt a cry to save them. The lot's engine revs pulsed, the contracts rustle a stark plea, grounding the stakes in the studio's chaos, pushing you to brace for the outcome. Lena deepened her stand, her steady call to Malik, "You're not alone," rallying crew with a firm voice, narrated warmly, sparking hope. Her words, bold and clear, evoked unity against the taunts, urging you to cheer her resolve. Lena's role, a vow to end Seagal's lies, lit the lot's gloom, tying to redemption, drawing you into their fight. A low point struck as Jason's plan to expose the ring stumbled, a strained grunt voicing despair, his brow furrowed. A crew's glare, swayed by Seagal's deceit, shook his resolve, the revs slowing to amplify doubt, pulling you into his sinking heart. The shouts grew, the grip's tool fell, the director's nod faltered, all dreading Malik's fall. Jason's voice rose with grit. "Malik, you're enough," he vowed, quickening with hope, evoking redemption. A crew member heard a secret meeting. "Who's with Seagal?" A tense thread, urging you to the lot's fiery edge. Muay Thai's strike shattered the scam's veil as Jason Statham grounded Steven Seagal with a knee thrust, its jarring thud jolting the film studio lot. Seagal's gear crumpled, his bitter snarl silenced, a dropped forged badge clattering, exposing his corrupt film ring. Jason's jacket flared, his swift kicks felling Seagal's stuntman, their grunts fading amid rustling ledgers. Crew cheers turned to stunned awe, the grip shout rising, the director's clap loud, urging you to feel the lot's blazing triumph under glaring lights. Jason's growth surged in a convicted choice, his firm "no more lies" pausing to sink in, a vow to save Malik, evoking triumph. His steely gaze burned, narrated warmly, grounding his Muay Thai mastery in the ledger's rustle, a protector restoring Malik's honor, pulling you into his resolve. He had crushed Seagal's ring exploiting young stunt performers, his strike a beacon for justice, urging you to cheer his stand against deceit's grip. Lena, the crew member, waved a tattered ledger, her defiant shout, "It's rigged," exposing the scam, capping her arc. Her voice, bold and warm, narrated with hope, strengthened her bond with Jason, the awe swelling, the grip's nod firm, evoking unity, urging you to feel her courage. Lena's defiance, a vow to end Seagal's lies, lit the lot's dusk, tying to redemption, drawing you into their triumph. Malik stood tall, his resolute cheer, "We won!" echoing, sparked by newfound confidence, capping his redemption. His eyes gleamed, narrated warmly, his proud stance a testament to honor, urging you to cheer his rise. The crowd's awe surged, the director's fists raised, the grip's smile bright, grounding the moment in vivid cheers, a spark of hope reborn. Seagal's stunned collapse sealed his fall, his body slumped, sweat pooling, a clattering badge his consequence. The lot's hum resumed, soft rig creak sounding, the crew's awe chorus of truth. Sensory sounds, jarring thud, ledger rustle, clattering badge, echoed Seagal's defeat, urging you to feel the studio's trust restored. Jason's calm pulse, a cathartic reflection, honored Malik's strength, narrated slowly, evoking redemption's glow. A backer's note dropped, naming a gang. Who's leading it? A dark thread, urging you to the lot's fiery close. What courage rebuilt Malik's honor? The film studio lot, once a storm of jeers and taunts, now glowed with soft crew chatter, a warm hum soothing the evening's air. Gentle rig creaks drifted, fading fear's grip, while a badge's faint clink chimed, lifting the lot's trust. The scent of fresh paint wafted, mingling with clean air, a calm wave washing over the bustling space. Crew voices flowed, bright laughs, kind shouts, a joyful tide erasing deceit's shadow. The grip smile sparkled, the director's nod warm, the lot's lights casting a golden sheen, each creak a vivid echo of redemption's triumph. Jason Statham stood by the set, his calloused hands loose, his worn jacket still, his gaze softened. Honor erased deceit's lies, he reflected, his voice steady, narrated with warm calm, showing growth as a mentor. The chatter grounded his words, each creak a sensory calm, his resolve a beacon for young stunt performers. He had crushed Steven Seagal's corruption ring, his Muay Thai strike a shield for Malik, his heart full, a guide for those shamed by betrayal. The crew's warm applause surged, their eyes on Jason, the grip's nod grateful, the director's smile firm, his vow to heal Malik's honor a steady flame, tying to redemption, urging you to believe in courage's light. Malik shone brightly, gripping a stunt badge, his resolute stance tall, his bond with Jason firm, narrated in heavier tones. His eyes gleamed, his spirit renewed, the crowd's cheers swelling, their hands clapping, his confidence soaring. Seagal was escorted out, ledgers seized, his industry band sealing his fall, the backroom meetings backers exposed, the gang's note revealed. The studio director's pledge for fair contracts ensured Malik's future, the grip's cheer loud, the crew's eyes proud, their tones sealing redemption's victory, urging you to feel their hope. A radio crackled with gang arrests. Who's confessing? A dark thread, urging you to the lot's renewed heart. What legacy did Malik's courage forge? Jason Statham's shadow faded by Malik's raised stunt badge, his steady frame a quiet silhouette slipping through the film lot's humming calm, leaving radiant hope behind. Soft cheers drifted, clinking badges rang, a joyful hum weaving a vibrant pulse. Crew laughter echoed, the grip's wave bright, the director's grin firm, the lot's rhythm a vivid tapestry of honor reborn, urging you to feel redemption's glow. An epilogue lingered in Jason's thought, Malik will thrive, free of lies, voiced with closure, his sincere tone a calm anchor in the lot's cheers. The words, soft and true, carried faith in Malik, his resolute stance echoing, his stunt training program a spark of growth. The crew's joyful hum swelled, their voices warm, all lifted by Malik's triumph, urging you to believe in a brighter dawn. Malik's badge, raised high, stood as a beacon of his fight, a symbol of courage that outshone Seagal's deceit. The takeaway, courage defeats deceit, shone clear, narrated with heartfelt sincerity, tied to Malik's proud stance and Jason's guiding nod, a stand for stunt justice. The badge's clink grounded the truth, each cheer a vow to end lies, aligning with #BreakTheSilence call. Malik joined a stunt training program, securing his future, his steps firm, the grip's nod a testament to unity, urging you to embrace hope's promise. The broadcast hum of Seagal's confession crackled, his gang's arrest sealing their fall, recovered mic signals and coded texts exposing the ring's web, tying all threads. The meeting's backers, notes gang, and badges mark collapsed with Seagal's ban, resolving the lot's shadow. The call to action burst forth, challenge injustice with #BreakTheSilence, share your fight. Like and share, narrated upbeat, followed by a tease, next tale battles for truth, sparking excitement. Hope bloomed, the lot's hum a poignant close, pulling you into a world where courage triumphs.